Alright, I've got a lot of spots. We're doing first movements right now. I have a lot of spots picked out, just very specific things that I want to get through. The first thing is in measure 7. In violins, I want to iron out this trill situation that's going on. It's all over the place, so we need to just take a few minutes to do that. Could everybody pick up into measure 5? Orchestra. And for now, leave the trill out. Just play the rhythm that's written. Okay? Pick us into measure 5. All right, one more time. No trills, no trills. Okay? And you have to keep this subdivision always going, no matter what. Crescendo here, measure 6. Sports on. Okay. One more time, and just thinking this all the time. Right? No trills. Pick up into measure 5, please. Good, good. Okay. Now we're going to incorporate the trills, and you have to keep this. Measure 6, please. Measure 6. And you have to. Make sure you're giving yourself enough time to catch this. Huh? No, I'm going to do measure 6. You're going into measure 6. Okay, measure 6. Always be aware of the subject. Good. Just by that much. Just clean up. Make sure that we're watching here. I have to make sure rehearsal's not being away.
Can I make a suggestion after a loading change? At that measure 5 that we start at, when we start on that high D, can we start with the down bow in the middle of the bow? I think it makes the crescendo a little bit more effective and the sforzando more effective.
Whatever you need.
Okay. And that would apply for the cellos. Okay.
Pickups in measure 5, and move through with the trills this time. To make sure, in measure 1, 2, 3, 4, measure 5, da-da, is with as little of a break between the 3rd and 4th, 8th notes as possible. Okay? It's just supposed to be continuous. There's no rest there. Just do that. Pick up into measure 5. We go at measure 11. I should have just kept going. Measure 11, please. Yeah, go with the pickup. Actually, not. Let's go before that. I should have just kept my so measure 8 with pickups into 9. My fault this before. You notice the last 2 8th notes in measure 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, fortissimo, and there's forte piano on the downbeat of 12. It's only a forte, it's not a fortissimo piano. So it's got to be less. So, bum, bum, dum. Okay, can we do that? Just that measure, please. Measure 11. With the pickup. We'll keep going, just for a couple minutes here. Okay, same thing. Make sure you get off that time. We're holding over on that time too. Yeah. Same spot. Let's solidify it. Pickups in the measure 11. Pianos, it's immediate. Well, the forte doesn't go through that held note, and then the piano on what is it, 64th note? Piano doesn't come that. It's an immediate piano because we got a flute and an oboe that are and a bassoon that are going. And it's going to get totally drowned out if we keep those held notes. Could you do the measure 16, please? Just for a little bit of context here. It helps when the violins come in on the second beat if you add to that, but each note, especially in the seconds and the violas, each of those triplets, as you go forward, has to be more than the last one. It's not separated by the triplet, anything like that. It's progressively each one is more. So we're at downbeat at 22. Start at that piano dynamic. I mean, come in at a solid mezzo forte here. So, we try that one more time. A little bit more intelligence at the beginning, just so it sounds confident. You're not coming in like, this is right. Okay. Okay. Downbeat at 22 again. So much more crescendo from the first, as much as you can possibly do, because it's all coming within the last the last 16th, 8th beat ish, but we need that crescendo through the whole figure. So, one more time, please. It should not be going faster. Yeah. 22. I heard you talking about how just make sure not to rush and measure 23, the last two eighth notes. They're very placed. It's sort of like if your feet are dragging in the da-dee, da-dum, da-dum, bum, bum. Right? It has a tendency to just, because their eighth notes are easy, ba-dum, ba-dum, kind of fall ahead. So just be aware of that. But we need to move on. So let's do the transition into the allegro. Can we go, it's two measures before. Mic raised. Eyes up here. Eyes up here. Okay? Especially those of you who have repeated notes, there's no reason that you should have your eyes on the page. What is this? A written D? I'm sure you could play that all day and I could just stare at you right in the face. So, okay. Right to letter. It's getting there.
No, it's way too fast.
Is there something I can do to be more clear?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe from here, it looks like if you're down. I think I must. You can, you guys can move on.
I mean, if you need to move over a little bit, so you're not, I mean, because you're looking directly. Okay, one more time, right into the Allegro.
You guys move over. But like, I should also get down or something, so.
Okay. That was much better, much better. Can we go 2 measures before the Allegro? Okay, again. Just do it measure before. Measure before the Allegro. Okay. Same with the basses. I mean, you guys can crank that out pretty good because you have.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. We just go right at 45 to 6. Measure 47. Forte there. And I want to hear this. Got to cut through. Yeah.
Where do you want the bow at the Allegro? Like when we're spiccato now, where do you want it?
I'm just right in the middle of the bow, like bouncy, and light. Okay, 47. Yep. Sometimes like you're going, you're tripping over your own feet. So it's just this whole thing is just very measured. It's to that point where it's almost panic, but you're holding it together. Okay? So let's go 2 measures 4 measures before B, please. Downbeat, subito piano. B, bump, 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 bump. Does it always have where the wind's coming? The second theme that's coming through, very light and very delicate, and if you just come through here just kicking and screaming with these 8 notes, it's not going to be very pleasant. So 4B, 4B, please. Much better every time. Just dig your heels in and really get to it. Here we go. 5 after B, and looking ahead to which would be the 8th measure after B. This just kind of this figure in the first measure 80 of that piano. It's just something that kind of floats through. It's nothing of consequence. You got this downbeat? Go. It's just getting right back into this piano. You're kind of up the brakes. Okay. So 5th measure after B, please. Until we get these sforzati, so there's plenty of room for crescendo. It's really get down.
Do you have the chords in 98 as thumbs or something? Or I don't know. We don't have anything.
Oh yeah, just as it comes coming up. Yeah. And again, before C, we're coming to this D da 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 dee. Da, 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 dee. Leave enough space for those last 3 8th notes. B, da, 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 dee. So you're not, the 8th notes are what's more important than this held note. Give up on that held note so that these 8th notes are still in time. That you're always subdividing, giving yourself time. So it's not, you're not playing catch up. We go, we're going to rehearsal C. And really, really get off of this piano stuff. It's completely measured. It's a good job on the forte piano. The violas, a little more of the piano. We're going to measure 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 112. So let's go 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 110, please. Measure after those 2 sforzati full notes. 110. It's measure after the 2 whole notes, yeah. Fortissimo, the 16 notes. 110. Right. fortissimo measure 126. Same as we were doing before. These words out here. In piano context. Immediate fortissimo. Okay, good. Let's move on here. Go to letter E. Letter E, please. And just very delicate. I mean, we're in the development here. This is the second theme that we're talking about in the winds before. Very nice. Boom. Okay. And don't slow those quarter notes down. Do anything this where we not slow them down. Okay? Notice that 93 and 45. 196, we have a forte. 197 is a fortissimo. We have a crescendo in 195. So the crescendo up to forte, and you still have to leave room for more fortissimo. Can we try, or can we go again? Let's see. 187 with these triplets. Nice and short, nice and dark. Cellos, keep looking. What's the dynamic downbeat in 212? Yeah. Da-dum, da-dum, da. And then we get into the recap. We go before letter F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with a pickup.